ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Dear friends, I am very happy to be here this afternoon to meet you all. I was just wondering whether we should have some close meeting. If you can come forward, then we can have a nice communication. You know, the subject of the program is the science and art of becoming a better teacher. When the subject was announced, one principal asked me, is it only for science teachers or can I send geography teacher also? I said it has nothing to do with science or art. This is an age of packaging, you know. So basically, if I put it like this, how to become a better teacher, nobody will come. So packaging, it's just an attractive. It has got nothing to do with science or nothing to do with art. One thing is there that, you know, English, there may be English professor here, but we need not have the guidance of an English professor. Once we know, a very simple English we know, good, better, best. You are all good teachers and you want to become better. That's why you come. And by the very simple fact that you come to become better, that means you are already good. That is the first premises. You are all good teachers and you want to become better. And there is no, sky is the limit for becoming better teacher. Now the subject has been kept is only science, as you know, deals with the technical part of it, the theoretical part of it, and science is always evolving. Newton's law, then later on now the quantum mechanics has come, Planck's law of modern quantum mechanics. So many, the science is undergoing a lot of transformation. But the old scientific rules, laws, they were valid for some period. Some are still valid, but there is an improvement on that. So similarly, the science of becoming a better teacher, there is no such fixed rules. Over a period of last few years, for last 30 years, I have been going to various educational institutions all over the country and talking to the youths particularly on total personality development, character building, etc. And during that process, I have been meeting the principal and the teachers and having some interaction with them. But for last 5 years, I have been concentrating more on teachers, because even after a period of 30 years, I have been able to say cover 3-4 lakhs of students, and we have millions of students. So now I am concentrating on teachers, because if the message can go to one teacher, it will go to minimum 1000 students. So it is a multiplier effect. So that is why now I prefer to talk to the teachers. So during last 5 years, I had about 50 to 60 such types of programs where we had 400, 500 teachers at a time. So the message goes to 400 teachers. When I went to TVS school, Madurai, they closed all the 4 schools so that all the teachers could jointly attend my program. Similarly, Baroda, we had Baroda High School, they have 4 sections. So all the 4 sections, they closed so that all the teachers could come. So I am concentrating more on teachers program, because one teacher is equal to minimum 1000 students. And the art of teaching the science and art of becoming a better teacher. I am not going to talk about art of teaching, because you know better than me. You are a practicing teacher. What I am going to tell is that whatever science, that is the success formula I have developed over a period of years during my observation and consultation, whatever formula I have evolved, how to practice that formula, that is the art part of it. And this success formula that I have developed is undergoing, always evolving, you know. So that formula has been already given to you in the brochure. S, that is success, equal to 3D plus 3C plus 3Q. Previously 3C was not there. Now I put 3C, then 3Q. And only while I was preparing for this seminar 2 days back, the science has been further evolved. That is plus added by plus 3P plus 1L. So I will tell about it. First thing is, you may ask, why D is first and C is later on? A, B, C, D. First C and then D. But here, first D and then C. Because without D, C will not come. When you are going to talk about how to become a better teacher. So what is D? 3D. D1 is dignity of profession. So whenever I go to all these conferences for the teachers, then they ask me, Swamiji, why don't you give a small mantra? By repeating the mantra, we will get success in our teaching profession. Better to give us a mantra. I said, okay, I will give you mantra. But that mantra has to be repeated morning 10 times and evening 10 times, night time 10 times. Are you ready? Yes. Then I will give you mantra. And I can assure you, within 3 months, you will get very good result. You will feel much better. You will have more contentment, job satisfaction, and more confidence, and also efficiency will be increased within 3 months. Then they start writing down. I said, no need of writing down, because you already got a laptop here. Just feed it here. Very remember. So then I say, the mantra is, I am a teacher. Then they become disappointed. What is this mantra? We thought there will be some Sanskrit mantra, very powerful mantra. And we will repeat it and we will get the whole thing rather than going through whole lecture. What is this? Then I tell them, you see, this mantra, if you repeat 10,000 times every day, nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you. It is not, there is no magic in the formula, not in the mantra. The magic is in how you recite the mantra. I ask many teachers, what are you doing? Then with a very, very apologetic face, he says, I am a teacher. I am a teacher. What to do? I appeared for IAS, could not pass. Then I appeared for bank, that also I couldn't pass. So I thought, let me become a teacher. Yashwant-bhai Shukla, the great Gujarati writer, had come to our Rajkot when we had the seminar on science and art of becoming better teacher, same subject. Then he said, there are many teachers who have become teachers by their own choice, and there are some teachers who have accidentally come to this line. And I will request them to leave this line as early as possible. If you have accidentally come to this line, unless and until you have chosen this profession, you will not get job satisfaction. Because Here, salary is very less. All types of difficulties, maximum difficulties. It is a thankless job, monotonous job. So unless until you know the dignity of the profession, this is not going to be a good vocation for you. I don't call it profession, I don't call it vocation, I don't call it a job, I call it a great duty or great swadharma. The highest and the noblest and the best profession is that of a teacher. So if you say, I am a teacher, within bracket, how miserable I am and how helpless I am, and if you repeat 10,000 times, you will further go down. But if you say, I am a teacher, within bracket, how great I am and how responsible I am, and if you repeat 10 times morning and 10 times evening, and you will get the magical effect within 3 months, I can assure you. And this whole program is only to make that bracket clear. Dignity of profession, we must have, we must know how great I am. Any teacher, irrespective of whether you are a science teacher or an arts teacher or a geography teacher or a commerce teacher, whatever it is, irrespective of what type of teacher you are, you have a very important role to play. Very important role to play. The formula I was telling you, the dignity of profession, D1 is the dignity of profession. That first of all we must be convinced. And whether you, the President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, has written a book, India 2020, a vision of the new millennium, as you know. There he writes, Dr. Kalam writes, if you are a teacher, in whatever capacity you are, you have a very important role to play in making India a developed country by 2020. Why? Because more than anybody else, it is you who are shaping the future generations. The development of the nation does not depend upon the present Prime Minister, present Chief Ministers, present Ministers, present IAS officers, present IPS officers, present bank officers, present businessmen. Why? Because milk has been spoiled already, most of them. But we are trying to make paneer out of it. It has not been thrown. But we can save the milk which has not yet been spoiled, and that is our youth, our students. That is why the future Prime Minister, the future Chief Ministers, the future IPS officers, the future IAS officers, future businessmen, they are all studying in your class. Now, you may make enlightened citizens, you may make Gandhiji, you can, if you cannot switch off, you can make it in silent mode. No, if you don't know how to switch off, then we can help you. There problem with my mobile, it is not getting switched off. So I handed it over to somebody else because it will create problem. So, all of the future great people, the future IAS officer, future IPS officer, future enlightened, they are all in your class. Now it depends upon you how you mold them. You may make Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekanand, Jhansi Ki Rani, Mirabai, Kiran Bedi, Sunita Williams, Kalpana Chawla out of them, or Dr. Kalam out of them, or Bin Laden out of them. As it depends upon you. They are at your mercy. That is why A teacher's role is the highest and the greatest role, the best role, the highest profession, the greatest profession, the noblest profession. And I will prove it. I will prove it that the whole world depends upon the present teachers. समस्त विश्व के कल्याण की चाबी टीचर्स के हाथ में है. The future of the whole world depends upon the teachers. Teachers are the torch bearers of change. That is my book. You will get it in the bookshop. That is based on my talk delivered at AMA. Teacher as a torch bearer of change. So you go through the book because I am going to bypass certain things, because that what is given in the book, and I want to go further because we have limited time. So you please go through that book, Teacher as a torch bearer of change. There I have proved mathematically, simple mathematics, that everybody can understand. A is equal to B, B is equal to C, C is equal to D, and D is equal to E, and therefore A is equal to E. That's very simple. Similarly, I have told teachers are the torch bearers of change, and teachers are the greatest in the whole world. Proved. The whole world depends upon teachers. How? Swami Vivekananda, when he came back from the Western countries, on 11 September 1893, he delivered his historic speech at the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. 4 years he was there for preaching Vedanta and spreading the nectar of Vedanta in the Western countries. 1897 he came and he was given warm welcome, and in response to the warm welcome, he gave very fiery speeches. All these speeches have been compiled in a book form, lectures from Colombo to Almora. From Colombo to Almora, wherever he went, he was received. And the gist of those lectures have been given in the book, My India, the India Eternal. And Swamiji gave clarion call, very fiery speeches. Our nation was sleeping. All the people were sleeping for last 1000 years. It was a slave nation. And Swami Vivekananda gave a clarion call. Uttisthata, Jagrata, Prapyavran, Nibodhata, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. And the whole country got awakened. For the first time after 1000 years, an awakening came. And then Swamiji told in his speech in Chennai, my plan of campaign, India shall conquer the whole world by its spiritual power. He talked about loving the country, what about loving nation, and he talked that India shall conquer the whole world by its spiritual power. He was not an astrologer, he was a visionary. Whatever he told has come true. In 1897, in his speech in Calcutta and in Madras, he had told in Chennai, within 50 years, India shall become independent from foreign dominion under extraordinary circumstances without a war. At that time, nobody ever thought that India can become independent. Nobody ever thought of freedom of India. And least of all, no country so far in the history had got independence without a war, but he told this thing. Gandhiji came in 1915, much later, and then started non-cooperation movement. But Swamiji could see with his visionary eyes. And whatever he said has come true. One more thing he said, that India will become so great that its past glory will fade into insignificance. That has yet to come true.